Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the People's Pivot Indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched my first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that right now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team, and as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down in the description below. You can also find a link to our Discord server, so that way we can all discuss testing indicators and building our trading system. And lastly, you can find a link below to TradingView. If you sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money using the link below. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the People's Pivot Indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 76 indicators, and out of those 76 indicators, 23 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The two best ones were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how it was able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you can take any one of those 23 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. Alright, as I said, today's indicator is the People's Pivot Indicator. This is a TradingView user-created, member-created indicator. And this one was recommended by one of the viewers here on the channel. You'll have to excuse me, I do not remember your name. I've got to get better at checking the names of the users before I give them a shout out. But when the viewer threw this one out there, and I believe that you are the same one that recommended the 921 moving average cross as well. I think so. Anyways, so when you suggested to test this moving average, or this, when you suggested to test this indicator, you specifically said to test the one that has signals. I was only able to find one other People's Pivot, and it didn't give signals and looked vastly different than this one. I don't know if they're kind of one and the same as far as what they calculate and how they do. I don't think so, because like I said, it looked quite a bit different. But nonetheless, this was the one that I found that gave signals. So I apologize if this isn't the one you were referring to, but like I said, this is the only one that I could find that had signals built into it. So this is the one we're gonna test today. Now, as you can see, there's a whole lot going on with this. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to go in and I am going to uncheck a whole bunch of this, which basically means that those lines and those areas that were displayed are all now invisible. It doesn't change how the indicator functions, it just changes whether or not it is visible. The different lines and, like I said, the different areas of color and so on. I'm doing that because this indicator gives signals. That's what I was talking about a moment ago. And so it tells us when we should go short, tells us when we should go long. And so obviously to see those signals, we needed to clear out a whole lot of that extra noise that was going on. Let's see here. I did not put up the take profit and stop. Let's throw that up there. There we go. All right. And so, yes, basically when this indicator says to sell, we are going to go short. When it tells us to buy, we are going to go long. Pretty simple. That's how we're going to test it today. Let's get on with the testing process and see what we get out of this moving, or I'm sorry, I keep calling it a moving average. See what we can get out of this indicator. Alright, there is the first signal there, and unfortunately that would be a losing signal. There is another signal there. Unfortunately, that one would be also a losing signal. Then we get this one right here. That one does, double check. Yep, that one got the take profit. So good, good. Then that one there, that one definitely got the take profit. So I can see this is going to be a little bit of an over trader. Already it's thrown out quite a bit of signals, so that's not necessarily a horrible thing. Like I've said many times before, if it can overtrade and do it extremely accurately, then hey, that is awesome. But often what we find is that when we have an overtrading indicator, it very, very often is overtrading and, accumulating way more losses than it is helping us out. And so we've seen it many, many times with quite a few other indicators that just overtrade like crazy, and they almost always are not profitable. It's not to say that there's not one out there that can be, but we just haven't really found it yet. And so alright, so I'm going to keep plugging along with this, get closer to the end of the year. Then I'll jump back in here, see what we can get out of this indicator. We're a little past midway through the year now, and it seems to still be doing relatively decent. Like I said, it's throwing out a reasonable number of signals. I wouldn't call it a huge overtrader, but definitely throwing out a whole slew of signals here. But seems to be doing really well, giving those signals, and so it's a little early to tell where exactly this one's going to calculate out at, but so far not too bad. Just keep plugging along here till we get closer to the end of the year. We are almost to the end of the year now. Let's get in a few more signals here. See if we get another one. And nope, we sure do not. Alright, so there you have it. That's what we're looking at. Let's calculate them up here. Count them out and see what we get. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. So we have 29 signals all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, and so we barely clear the 60% marker, but it definitely made it into the 60%. And so, yeah, not too bad all in all. Um, Something about it seems like it's working. I mean, it's throwing out quite a bit of signals there. I mean, 29 is a decent amount, and so I wouldn't really call it like a huge overtrader, but definitely quite a few signals. And so, but it seems to be doing it relatively accurately, and so again, that's kind of what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for. So if we find um, an indicator that can trade and do it accurately, then we don't really care if it's over trading or not. And so, yeah, another really decent indicator that that a viewer has thrown out there. I really appreciate the interaction with the channel and the comments and everybody throwing out ideas and bouncing things around. That's 100% exactly what I hoped for out of this channel. And so, yeah, I really appreciate it. Like I said, this one's going to go on the yes list, and we will move on from here to the next indicator. All right, one more thing that I did want to throw out here real quick, just so that way everybody is clear on exactly how I was testing this. So some of you may have noticed that there were signals that I skipped over. And I'm sure some of you have watched the videos previously and understand why I done this. But I wanted to explain it real quick. That way, someone didn't go, you're skipping over signals, and so it's not an accurate count. And so let me explain this real quick. So basically, let's use this signal right here, for example. I'm going to change this to a blue signal just so that way there's a little bit more visibility to it there. It stands out. So let's take this signal for example. This is a sell signal, told us to go short, and you see that the price action kind of bumped up here before it started to move its way back down, and then we got this sell signal right here. So technically, we would have still been in a trade. We would have taken a short right here. We didn't get stopped out with this move up. It stayed underneath the 90%. And so we would have still been in a position right here as this one came back down, and we would not have taken profit yet when this candle closed. So we would have only been at right about 47, 50 pips right here when this candle closed. And so we wouldn't have taken this trade right here because we would have already been in a short position. And if we would have taken another trade, we would be over leveraging ourselves on this particular pair. And so if you see instances where I skipped over signals, that is why I did that. And you can see that on a few. You can see that right here as well. I did the same thing. So we would have been in a long position. We'd have gotten a long signal here. We would have entered on this red candle right here. It came down. It didn't stop us out. It stayed underneath the 90% stop. And you can see we were only at roughly 30 pips when this candle closed right here, which means we would have still been in the long position. Hope all that makes sense, and that hope that explains why I have skipped over some of these signals and not marked them out as a trade. So, all right, on to the next indicator from here. If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, alright everybody, I will see you on the next video.